So I've been working with this today. This is my compressor for my airbrush. I've had this for I don't know how many years. It says no name on it, but I got it from Spraygunner. They're in Florida, and that's where I live. So it works pretty good. I don't really have any issues with it. Just keeps on going. But I fired that up today. That's working fine. Now I haven't airbrushed in probably, I don't know, 5-6 years. I don't know. Could have been longer. I'm not sure. Initially, I had, years ago, before I bought that compressor, I had another compressor that somebody gave me, and you couldn't adjust the pressure on it, and it didn't have a tank. You just plugged it in. But they also gave me a Posh airbrush. And I tried that out and played around with it and really couldn't get it to work, and then come to find out after doing some research online that the needles and stuff were bent. You know, it had a hard life. So I bought a new one. I used that for a few times, trying out some paint on different models, and actually the very first paint I ever used through it I think was Tester's Aztec paint. It was a metallic red. What's funny is I remember painting the body with it, and I was like, gee, this Aztec red is no different than your regular Tester's paint. It just in a bottle form for an airbrush. But that worked okay, but of course, I had to learn how to clean it and everything like that. I always recommend if you're gonna start using an airbrush, you're gonna get an airbrush, whatever kind it is. The best thing to do is you need to learn how to take it apart and put it together, because you will have to clean it. So the more comfortable you are doing that, the less of an aggravation it will be. So if you can take it apart and put it together without looking at any instructions, you just know where the parts go. When you get that comfortable with it, you won't get stressed out if you gotta, clean it. And what I did on these, you could shoot. I would be shooting later on I started using Vallejo acrylic paints, which I really like. Their air line is, you can typically run it right out of the bottle. I do have some Vallejo thinner for it, but generally you can run it out of the bottle because it's made for an airbrush. But even that, sometimes it would clog the airbrush up, especially if you did multiple colors. But even between colors, I could take this half apart, pull the needle out, clean it all out, run some water through it real quick, put the needle back in, this and that, and then keep on going. And it wasn't a big deal. It didn't stress me out because I knew exactly how to take it apart. I knew exactly how to slide the needle out, wash everything. I go over to the sink, wash everything, come back, put it back together. So, like I say, once you get used to that, it'll be less stressful. I stopped using an airbrush because it was always a matter of time. It was always a matter of time of getting the right mixture of paint to finally flow the way you need it, and that takes time sometimes, or actually most of the time, depending on what you're doing. And then you finally get it working, and then you spray what you want. And if you're just going to spray one color, so let's say you're doing a body or whatever, but it just depends on how much time you have. If you come home from work and you've got other things to do around the house, or you got errands to run or stuff like that, you're limited on time. So it's easy to go outside for me, to just take a can of paint, go outside and paint the pieces, model pieces that I need. Or if I have enough time, which takes more time to paint the body because you want that to be as best you can be, I would do that. But generally in airbrush, it's just the maintenance of cleaning it and keeping it and mixing it and doing this and doing that, and that's the issue. Anyway, so I did that. So today, after a couple of years ago, I bought, I thought, since I've got all these, I have enough parts in here probably to build one good airbrush, if I could get it to work. But I decided, I saw these on Amazon, and I bought this for like $30 maybe. So I bought it, and I played around with it a little bit after I bought it, after a few days or weeks, and I got around to messing around with it, and I just couldn't get it to work right. So I put it back in the box, and that was it. I said I'm going to have to deal with this at another day when I got time. So this is the airbrush here. Let's see if I can hold my phone. This is the airbrush here. Now I spent an hour and a half today trying to figure out why it wasn't working. And come to find out that the needle was one size, and the this part here, the nozzle, was a different. They weren't compatible with each other, and you could put water in it, and it would spray. That's what I would test it with, was water, and I would shoot. It would shoot air, excellent, but nothing would come out. The water wasn't coming out. So then I thought, well, maybe for some reason, and then I took some of this air, Vallejo air, and I tried that, a little bit of that. That didn't come out either. So I cleaned it all up again, rinsed it all out, and it's clean already. That way, being dirty was never a problem. And but once I figured out that the needle and the nozzle, specifically the nozzle, was wrong, then I shot water through it again, and the water came out, seemed to work fine. I changed the pressure on the compressor, because this compressor that I have now, I can't change the pressure on it. I raised the pressure a little bit, and then I went and got this paint. This is a paint I bought a few years ago, anticipating that I would have time to figure this airbrush problem out, and I never did. But this is from Splash Paints. I think I used their paint one time before, and it was good paint. And I believe I bought this from Spraygunner, which is in Florida, and that's where I live. And so, they usually have it to you in a day or two. This is Miami Blue. It's a Porsche color. I really like this color. I've seen Porsches around town in this color, and it's a beautiful color. So I shot some of this on it through the airbrush, and it actually worked perfectly. I had the spare chassis. I shot it on here. You can see there's no blobs. It's not shooting, spattering. It's not doing anything weird, even in just a few short seconds, because I don't want to waste the paint. You can see it's all just nice, smooth, and this is with no primer or nothing on it. I just shot it on the body to see what would happen. So now at least I know it's working. I have this other color here too, that is, I ordered both of these at the same time to save on shipping. But this is Ford Need for Green, and I believe it's a Mustang, late model Mustang color. Normally I don't like green, but it just looked different. And I can tell you right now, I have never seen an actual Mustang painted this color, because in some ways it's hideous, and in some ways it's like, ooh, what is that? So I don't know. We'll see. I don't even know what I would shoot that on, but the Miami Blue is definitely going on a car model soon. So anyway, that's my adventure today. I spent an hour and a half getting up to speed with my equipment. I already have a paint booth. I plugged that in a few weeks ago. I know that's working, but now I've got to set it up. I've got to set my spray booth up. I've got to move stuff over there, all this gear for spray bottles and cleaners and all this stuff. I'm going to set all that up over by the paint booth. The paint booth I can vent out the window. So when I do all that, then I should be better to go, and then hopefully when it comes to bodies, at least I might be able to shoot a body and get some nice paint jobs. So I'm not going to use anything like I'm not going to be using 2K clear. I'm not going to be using any crap that I have to mix or anything like that. I want paint that comes in a bottle all ready to go. I don't want to be a chemist. So, well, and what did I use before? I used the Aztec paints. What's that other brand? I used that other brand from Spain. I can't remember the name. Gravity colors maybe. I used a couple of their colors. I sprayed the GT40 Gulf Blue. That worked. That paint worked perfectly. And again, it was already mixed in the bottle, so it was ready to go. And I sprayed it right on the model, and it came out perfect. So that's back when I could get the Posh airbrush to work. It didn't seem to have too many problems with automotive paint. It's just the acrylics, you know. But I would prefer to use acrylic if I can, because these bottles are not that expensive, but there's a lot of colors. These are probably a better paint for cars, but you can see on the back they're kind of toxic. You know, there's a little toxic label on the back. But I have a really nice, good mask to breathe with, so that's not a problem either. I have all the gear. It's just without using the airbrush. I haven't used any of it in a while, so if I need to get something new, I will. So that's where we're at. I just wanted to make a video how I might be airbrushing some bodies soon in the future. So it's not that I hate airbrush. I'm not against airbrushing, because I've been using cans for a lot of years too. So, but we'll see how it goes in the future and see what I can get done, and we'll give it a try. And that's it. Later.